Hi, Eric here, and I'm going to give you a quick overview of what is underneath the floorboard in the Blazer EV. So if we look back here, you'll notice this nice flat load floor. Flat load floors are nice because they're easy to load things in and out of. You don't have an edge to get stuff stuck on. There is just a very slight edge, but not very much. And then, it's flat through here and all the way back. If we look under here, you'll see there's this little compartment and a nice little deep loading area there. But what I noticed with this is there's a lot of plastic on the edge. So let's go ahead and take this thing out to see what is underneath there. If we look, there's 5 bolts holding this whole thing in, 4 for just the upper compartment. You'll see they're all 10 millimeter. There's one there, one underneath the compressor thing, one there, one in that corner, and you'll see one at the bottom down there, which is for that separate bin. So let's go ahead and take those out and I'll show you what's underneath. Once we have the tray out, you'll see how much extra space was in here. So most of these manufacturers level off the rear area so you have a more usable space, but at the expense of a lot of luggage room. So if you look here, you'll see there's a good 5-6 inches below where the floor is that could be extra luggage space, and it goes pretty much all the way across. They open up some of that with that tray, but that tray is really inefficient use of it. So you'll also see here that this sound deadening material is 1 inch thick. So I like the sound deadening, so that's functional. But at the same time, you could get a lot of extra space back here. And down here, another 1 inch thick piece of sound deadening. If you take that out, you'll see how much bigger that compartment is. And I wanted to show you how inefficiently that space is used. So if I put this back in here, you'll see that there is a couple inches space on either side of that. So you could make a custom solution that would use up much less space and open up a lot of luggage space. Should I say it? You could make a custom solution that would waste less space and open up luggage space. But I like the sound deadening. I'm going to put that back in. This weighs probably 2 or 3 pounds. The other storage area that's completely wasted is below this part. So just like Tesla has, it goes way down in the fender in here. It drops down a good 5 inches inside there. And that's all space that could be used up here. All they need to do is cut this out and then have an insert that goes down in there. And you'd have a lot of luggage space that would open up. And it's the same thing on that side. So that's just completely wasted space. And there, that's inaccessible space as well, being that it's under the seats and under the flat floor. You lose probably a significant amount of cubic feet because they close this off. If I lift up this mat, there's nothing under here except for a sensor there. It must be some sort of crash sensor or something. But it's nice, high quality padding and sound insulation. So just to show you the functional difference of how much space that plastic compartment takes up back here, here is my very large camera bag. It's about 8 inches deep. And you'll see that it fits in there with the sound deadening removed and the plastic bin removed. And it's mostly under the floor level. I could maybe fit it with the floor there. Let's give it a shot here. Yeah, that fits perfectly under there. So if you modified this, you could get more space down there. And just to show you how that compartment fits, if I take my camera bag out here, which by the way, I really recommend this camera bag. I'll put a link to it down in the description. It's a PGY Tech. It's a really high quality bag, but a good price, much better value than a Low Pro or something. So, but if I try to put it in this thing, you'll see that I'm nowhere near fitting in that plastic bin. But this fits in the same spot that that bin fits in, so the space is there, it's just not usable. So as I put that piece back in, you'll see that all this plastic is just dead space. Some of the area under here is used for propping up this. So this you couldn't get back, but say up to here you could. And this is just dead space here. Especially bad stuff is just this around the edges and this through the middle. Now, that's there for support for that floor, so that floor doesn't collapse. So if you take this out and want to put the floor back in, you'll have to rig something up to work there. But overall, it's really inefficient for space, but it looks fairly nice, especially with the load floor up here. And people like that flat load floor to make it easy to load in and out.